Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys heat.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds when he puts it all together.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Cowboys.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for him for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Washington offense set to take over. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. A gain there of 21 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A.J. Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry to about the 35, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 13. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped it.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the right side and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Back to throw. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw again. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
5 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he returns this to the 22. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Second and 2. And this one too low.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 2 yards to go.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Hands it off out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field.
Now a 2nd and 2. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here comes third down and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll look to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And
touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll look to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's what really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there